ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री कृष्णाय नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः।
In the previous episode, we witnessed the birth of the Pandavas, the Kauravas, and Lord Krishna. But destiny had only begun to weave its web. Let's now move forward into rising jealousy, dark conspiracies, and the shaping of warriors. After King Pandu's death, Kunti returned to Hastinapur with her 5 young sons. But the atmosphere was no longer warm. Shakuni had made the palace his permanent dwelling. He had chosen Duryodhan as his instrument of vengeance. Under Shakuni's guidance, Duryodhan's insecurities deepened, his ambition hardened, and rivalry began to take root. The first conspiracy was subtle, yet deadly. Knowing Bhim's love for food, Duryodhana invited him to a feast. Kheer was served. It was poisoned. Bhim ate heartily and soon fell unconscious. He was bound and thrown into the river. But destiny protects those meant for greater battles. Bhim reached Naglok, where he was revived and strengthened. When he returned, he was more powerful than ever before. Bhishma, the grandsire, decided that the princes must receive the finest education. At this crucial time, Acharya Drona arrived in Hastinapur. He was appointed their guru. Even in the Gurukul, rivalry simmered beneath discipline. Arjuna became Drona's most beloved disciple. His concentration was unmatched. Bhim and Duryodhan excelled in mace combat. We will have to visit Drona and Drupad's backstory. Drona carried an old wound. In his youth, he had studied alongside Prince Drupad. They had once called each other friends. But when Drona later sought help, Drupad rejected him. Friendship exists only between equals. The insult burned deep. Years later, Drona demanded his Guru Dakshina. He asked the princes to capture Drupad. The Pandavas defeated him and brought him in chains. Drona avenged his humiliation, yet returned half the kingdom, declaring equality restored. The day of public display arrived. The Rangbhumi echoed with anticipation. Bhim and Duryodhana fought fiercely with maces. It was no mere exhibition. It was a glimpse of Kurukshetra, battle that was to come in future. Then came Arjuna. His arrows moved like lightning. The crowd stood spellbound. But suddenly, a warrior stepped forward. He challenged Arjuna, yet he was questioned about his birth. I am the son of a charioteer, he said, and he was denied the right to compete. Duryodhana rose in protest. He declared, valor is greater than lineage. On the spot, he crowned Karna king of Anga. A friendship was forged stronger than blood. In the stands, Mother Kunti trembled. She recognized the armor, the earrings, her firstborn son, but she remained silent. Yudhishthir was declared crown prince. He was righteous and widely loved, but jealousy burnt higher than ever before. Another plot was devised. The Pandavas were sent to Varnavath. A palace of lac was built, beautiful yet highly inflammable. Vidur sensed danger. In coded words, he warned them. A tunnel was secretly prepared. When flames consumed the palace, the Pandavas escaped. To the world, they were dead. Wandering through forests, one night a demon named Hidimbasur sensed human presence. His sister Hidimba approached, but instead of hatred, she felt love. Bhim fought the demon and killed him. Hidimba married Bhim. Their son Ghatotkacha was born, a warrior of immense power. But Bhima's path lay elsewhere. He rejoined his family. At one point of time, Pandavas enjoyed the hospitality of a Brahmin family. They lived in a village terrorized by Bakasur. Each family was forced to send food and one victim. When their host's turn came, Kunti volunteered Bhim. Bhim killed the demon. Justice travelled quietly with the Pandavas. In Panchal, King Drupad performed a yajna. From the sacred fire emerged Drishtadhyuman and Draupadi. Years later, her Swayamvar was announced. The challenge was impossible for most of the persons. Pierce the eye of a rotating fish by looking only at its reflection. Many failed. Karan stepped forward, but Draupadi refused him. Arjuna, disguised as a Brahmin, took aim. The arrow flew. The fish's eye was pierced. Draupadi garlanded Arjuna. Returning home, the brothers jokingly announced, "Mother, we have brought arms." Without looking, Kunti replied, "Share it equally. Words once spoken cannot be withdrawn." What seemed a mistake was destiny's design. Krishna later explained, in a previous birth, Draupadi had prayed for multiple virtues in a husband: righteousness, strength, skill, wisdom, charm. No single man embodied them all. Thus she became the wife of 5 heroes. And so the epic moved forward towards trials, towards destiny, towards Kurukshetra. After Draupadi's marriage, the Pandavas, along with their mother Kunti and their new bride, returned to Hastinapur. Bhishma, Vidur, and Dronacharya were overjoyed, but Dhritarashtra, Duryodhana, and Shakuni were not. Tension simmered day after day. Unpleasant incidents disturbed the palace peace. Finally, the kingdom was divided. Hastinapur remained with Duryodhana. The Pandavas were given a barren wilderness, Khandavprasth. Yet the Pandavas chose peace, and destiny chose them. With Lord Krishna by their side and Indra's blessings above, the wasteland became Indraprasth. Indraprasth was a city of splendor, a palace of illusion, the Maya Sabha. The Maya Sabha was extraordinary. Floors looked like water, water looked like crystal flow. Duryodhana stepped forward confidently and fell into a pool. Laughter filled the hall. Draupadi, unable to restrain herself, spoke words that cut deep. A blind man's son cannot see clearly. The insult burned. Duryodhana would never forget it, and probably Draupadi will have to pay a heavy price for that laughter of hers. And fate began to tighten its grip. At the Rajsuya ceremony, a guest was to be honored first. The assembly chose, obviously, who else but Krishna. But jealousy stirred again. Shishupal, Krishna's cousin, rose. Insult after insult echoed in the hall. Krishna remained calm, that inimitable smile on his lips. He had promised forgiveness for 100 offenses. The count was kept. When the limit was crossed, the Sudarshan Chakra flew. In a single flash, Shishupal fell. The court stood stunned, and destiny moved one step closer to Kurukshetra.
ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः।
Om Shanti 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 Hari Om